This demonstration will show you how to set up a proctored exam to have time restrictions and a password. You'll need to edit the test options of your test. This appears as a screen during the test creation, or you can do it after creating your test by clicking on the arrow next to the test title and selecting Edit the Test Options. You can put a brief description of your test here as well. We recommend not putting the test instructions in this box because you'll probably have the test available only for certain dates, whereas you'll want the instructions available before the test so that students can prepare. Set the test availability options. You'll want to make the link available even if you're going to use date restrictions. If you mark it as No, Not Available, you'll need to come back and manually check Yes when you're ready for students to take the exam. Marking it Yes and then setting a date, as you'll see in a moment, is an easier way for you to control test availability. For most exams, you will not want students to have multiple attempts to take the test. Forcing completion means that students must finish the test during the session in which they open it. They cannot save it and come back later to complete it. Setting a timer shows the student the time elapsed and then tells you if a student goes over the time allowed. You also have the option to have Blackboard automatically submit the test when the time is up. If you leave Auto Submit marked as off, students may continue after time is up, but Blackboard will notify you and tell you how much more time the student took than was allowed. Using the date display options is an easy way to make your test appear and disappear at the right times. Be sure the test availability, shown a moment ago, is checked to Yes, Available. Also be sure to check the boxes next to the dates and times. If you fill in the dates and the times but do not check the boxes, your changes will not be saved. The times in our Blackboard system are in Central Time. Remember to mention this to your online students who may be in other time zones. Add a password. Make it unique and unrelated to your course. Copy it to your clipboard or write it down too, because you'll need to enter it in one more place. You can choose a variety of settings for the feedback and results. You can also choose to allow students to see more feedback after a certain point, such as after all exams are graded. This helps against potential sharing of answers with those who have not yet taken the exam. Click Submit when you're done editing the test settings. The last step is to add the password to the form to have it automatically emailed to students' approved proctors. The place to do this will be in your exams folder, but outside of any folders created inside the exams folder. So you may need to back up a few levels until you find it. There should be an item in your course exams folder called Faculty Instructions for Posting Exams. It contains a link for you to click on with your unique course section. If you do not have something like this in your course, contact the Center for Instructional and Learning Technologies to get it added. If you're missing your unique course information, or if it is from a previous semester, we can help you with that too. Or there's also a video on our YouTube channel that can tell you how to edit this link. Click on the link to add the password. A new window will open. You should see the name of the course next to the words Exam List 4. If it appears blank like this one does, or if the name is for a different course, contact the Center for Instructional and Learning Technologies. Your password form will not work, and proctors will not receive exam passwords if this is blank or shows the wrong course. If it looks correct, you can click on Add Exam. Type a brief exam name. The title of the course is automatically included in the email sent to proctors, so you don't need to include it in your exam name. The password needs to exactly match the password you entered when you edited the test options. This includes any capital and lowercase letters. If you copied it, paste it here. If you wrote it down, type it in so that it matches exactly. You do not need to edit the notes for the proctor. They will see the instructions in Blackboard when the student sits for the exam. The form is designed to email the password to approved proctors 2 days before the start of the exam. So if our exam starts on November 4th, the form will begin emailing approved proctors on the 2nd. It will no longer email proctors after the exam end date. You do not need to enter any times in this form, since the settings in the test options are what control the test availability times. When you click Submit, you're taken to a list of the exams for which you've set up passwords. You're welcome to set up all of your exam passwords at once, but just be sure that each of the passwords matches the password in its respective exam's test options. This screen opened in a new window and can be closed to go back to Blackboard. This concludes the demonstration of editing the test options and setting up passwords for proctored exams.